Happy Sunday, and welcome to day 12 of raising 2,400 broiler chickens at Blackbird Farms. We're about halfway through their time in the brooder, and as you can see, they are getting chonky. Their legs are getting longer, their combs are starting to come in, their wings are almost fully feathered. They are really starting to look more like chickens and less than chicks. I'm estimating that today we're going to have to add at least 200 pounds of feed, probably closer to 250. So we're going to dump 2 of our 100-pound feed bags into this barrel and get started. I've had a lot of people ask me why we're using these bags instead of having an auger truck come deliver it and dump it into totes. The short answer is there are no auger trucks that deliver feed grains around here. There's not a big livestock industry, especially not poultry industry here in the Northern Neck, so there just isn't the infrastructure for it. So we're not likely to get access to an auger truck until we buy one ourselves. Checking out the feeders, yesterday I put in about 220 pounds and they've eaten down probably 90% of their feeders. There's a little bit left in this one, but there's a good amount actually left in this one. But overall they're pretty excited because they're basically running out of feed every day. So now the next task is the unpleasant task, which is death watch. For anybody that's new, we go around the whole perimeter and the interior of the brooder, and we're looking for anybody that's died overnight. We're 12 days in. Most of the die-off happens within the first 4 to 5 days, so we don't expect to find anybody expired overnight. We did find one today. It does still happen every now and then, but for the most part, we're at the point in their growth where we don't expect mortality. Now that death watch is done, it's time to start feeding, but it is hot and sticky in here. In fact, we're probably going to turn the fans up more to get some of the zip out of the air. So I'm going to get some of these clothes off because it's like Africa up in here. We've got about 25 of these mini trough feeders in here. Each one holds a little less than 10 pounds. So we can get up to 250 pounds of feed in here at a time, which is at about capacity. So I'll probably add more. I've got more outside, but we don't have spinners for the inside. So I'm probably going to have to just bite the bullet and finally make those spinners to go in the feeders that have been sitting outside for a good long time. One of the keys to these, you'll see me every now and then kind of kick or tap at the feeder a little bit. That's to make sure that the peak that's created when I dump that feed in the bucket settles down so we're able to get the full 10 pounds in each feeder. Otherwise, you wind up underfeeding. They run out of feed faster than you thought they would, and they get angry, stressed out, and when that happens, they don't grow as fast. At this point, everybody's fed, everybody's happy. The noise level is down a little bit, which is what I really like. But there's 2 things I'm a little bit bothered by. One is the level of humidity that's inside of here, and just I smell a little bit of zip. It doesn't smell like bad ammonia, but you're starting to get whiffs of it. So we're going to want to go over to the fans and turn that up from 10% per hour. We're going to crank that up to 15% per hour. The other thing is these waters are at their original low height. So we want to get those cleaned out so we have nice clean water and then raise them up, which we do thusly. So there's a McCarthy hitch here. We just let that go. We pull up nice and easy and then just reattach the McCarthy knot and we're all done. Real quick, I went around and did that to all, I think there's 12 of these waters in here. That was done in like 3 minutes. So really good design that Mason put together for this in particular. That's all for this morning. Everybody have a great Sunday, and we'll see you tomorrow.